Hey everybody, Jacqueline here, and for this month's Ageless Thrival magazine, I'm going to use the foam roller in the workout. So it's going to be more of a core and stretch and mobility workout this month. There are plenty of HIIT workouts on the magazine in previous months, so you can go and hit any of those and follow up with this. You can use this for a warm up or a cool down and also core. So we'll get started. All right. So, and I'm going to also talk about the ways that this can be a good workout for subsequent things that you might be doing, a good warm up for subsequent things you'll be doing in your workout. So for deadlifts, so a great warm up for deadlifts that I get my clients doing is I take the foam roller and I have it pushed into my toe. I'm going to stand on my one leg, the opposite leg, and I'm going to push into that foot as I come down. So not only is this a great little warm up for deadlifts, single leg deadlifts, or anything that you're planning on doing, you're just going to do about 15 per side. So I'm pushing in, and not only is it really good for warming up the hamstrings, your core, getting movement into the hip flexors, it's also really good mobility, but also really, really good for balance, which we should all be working on as we get older. So we tend to lose our balance as we get older. So I'm just going to face the camera so that you can get all the angles. So you can do it along with me. I'm going to say this is about 9. I'm not very good at counting and doing. You can see how it's a balance challenge. So that is 12. Whoops. So my other foot, this is the foot that I'm standing on now. I have an age-old stress fracture. So my balance is not going to be fantastic on this one. I say, as it's good. So keep your shoulders back and down. I'll turn so you can watch. I can also touch the counter if I need to. So I'm actually going as far as I can. I'm pushing into my foot. It's a great little warm up. If you want to hang on to something, it's fine. Just a finger. And probably 12. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take my foam roller. I'm going to hang on to it. Now, it's quite a large one. You might not have one that's quite as long. I'm tall, so I use the long one. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to squat and take this to shoulder height. 2, 3. When you're squatting, you can turn your toes out slightly for a range of motion. If you can't squat deep, that's okay. You're just warming up anyways. So we're at 8. I'm going to go a little deeper. 10. And I'm going to take it overhead for 2. 11. 12. Let's go 3 more. 13. 14. 15. Good. So now I'm just going to do a little bit of rotational warm up. So I'm going to hang on to and keep it sort of centered. And I'm just going to go side to side. So I have a micro bend in my knees. And I have my core tight. My shoulders are back. And I'm going side to side. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now I'm going to take it up as far back as I can and down. 2. I'll step back so you can see. 3. And as you can see, I'm going as far as I can, pulling it behind my head to open up. So this is just a good mobility warm up for your shoulders. I have that micro bend in my knee. I'm not trying to arch my back. I'm just using my shoulders. 13, 14, 15. Good. Okay, so that's my standing warm up. Now I'm going to get into my quads. So as I come down, I'm going to come forward. And so this is going to end up being a little bit of a workout as well. So it's for your core. You're going to come and you're going to bring your quads down by your knees onto, not on your knees, of course, just above your knees. You're going to come down onto the roller. You're in your plank position. Your core is nice and tight. And you're going to roll back onto your elbows and then roll back up. So this is getting my quads. It's creating some blood flow into the quads. I have my hands flat on the floor as I come up. And I have my wrists at 90 degrees. I come up just so that the roller is right there. Now I'm going to turn slightly to the side to get the quads in a different way. I'm still doing that motion. So this works your core as well as your shoulders. So you're actually getting a workout. Now, if this is too hard for you, you can stay on your elbows and just go forward and back. And then rotate slightly to get the quads. Oh, you can hear me. It's quite the workout. So you're going to go for about 15 to 20 reps. So the shoulders are working. Make sure your hands are right under the shoulders. You come to your elbows and you pull yourself back up. So this is a workout for the shoulders and it's a warm up for your quads. So that's why I did that upper body to start. In between, so we're going to do 2 rounds. So the next round, I'll turn sideways for you. In between, you're going to turn and put the roller on your upper back. So this is going to be a warm up for those muscles. Create some blood flow up in there as well. And it feels like a really nice massage. Sometimes you hear a crack or two along the spine. You don't go higher than just above your shoulder blades, not up into the neck. You don't want to take this into your neck. So you can see I'm just rolling up. And what I'm doing here, I have my feet, I come in as far as I can go, and then I take them out. So I am creating a little bit of a workout for my hamstrings. And I can definitely feel my core. So let's go another 4. It feels so good. And then what I want you to do at the end is you're going to just take your butt to the ground, hold on to your head and open up through the chest. Let your head fall back, but don't let go of it. You've got your fingertips behind your ears. So now you can come on up and you can put your glute onto the roller. So now you're going to warm up the glutes as if they aren't warmed up already. But it just feels nice, a nice little massage. You can do this as a warm up or a cool down. I highly recommend foam rolling. It is a very, very effective way to get warmed up, cooled down, massage the muscles that have been worked, or warm them up. So there's a multi-purpose use. And it always amazes me how foam rollers are sitting in a corner somewhere at a gym and there's not one person using them. Of course, with the pandemic, people might not want to be using a big piece of equipment like this without spraying it down, but you can always spray it down or clean your hands. very well after. Okay, so now we will go to the hamstrings. And so you're rolling your hamstrings. So here is your workout. So I'm going to take my hands and place them so my fingers face forward. I'm going to go forward and then back, and I'm going to take my hips as far as I can. Forward, back, forward, back. So it's a nice little stretch for the shoulders. You're also working the triceps, and you're very much working your core. So whether you use this as sort of a warm-up for your, or a massage warm-up for your hamstrings, you can use it for your calves. If you have shorter arms, you can put your weights here, or if you come up on your fingers, and you can do that. So I have very long arms, so I'm able to get my hips in right by my hands. So hello core, hello upper body, don't slouch into your shoulders, and you can move your feet around and get a massage on those calves. So I'm creating quite a bit of heat in my body here. So I'm going to turn sideways so that you guys can see how I'm working my quads and my core. This one. So I'm on my elbows. I'm going to bring myself up to my hands and roll myself back out, bring myself back up, roll myself back out, bring myself back up. Now I'm going to turn slightly. Oh, I can certainly feel that in my quads. And I'm going to turn slightly on my lower body only. Elbows right under your shoulders. I'm going to roll yourself up. And then you're going to take yourself back onto your back, and we'll do another round of that. Elbows wide. And rolling yourself in and out. Crack, crack, crack. Some crunches, and it feels so good on the back. So I highly recommend this after you've done a back workout. This one in particular, grab a foam roller and just roll it. It feels amazing. 12. 13, you can go however fast or slow you want. And 15, and then I want you to bring your hips down and open up through the spine. Feels so good. You don't always have to be doing hip workouts. So then we're going to take it and we're going to come back up. We're going to do another round. So let's do it together. Sure how long we've been at this. We just bring the dog in as she's standing here, waiting, cold, because it's very cold here in Nova Scotia. Just bring her in. Hello, puppies. Good girl. Okay. So, go back to my standing leg. You push down and you come down. Find a spot to focus on. See how good it is for balance. 6, 7, surprising how difficult this can be. 8, 9, it's okay if you stumble. 10, 11, you can hold on to something. 12, good, and other side. So I have my clients warm up on deadlift days, doing these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice flat back, hinging from the hips. Don't round out your spine. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. So we did 2 rounds of the back, 2 rounds of the front. Now we've done a couple of rounds of this, the single leg deadlifts. We're going to do some core as well. So I always say core is more. This is one of my very, very, very favorite exercises for the foam roller. And you can do it at the end of your workouts. You can have the foam roller along with you to do it during your workouts. But it is very, very difficult. So I'm going to show you 3 different levels. So you're going to put the foam roller on the floor like so. Turn sideways. The chair is going to get in the way of my long body. So I think I'll just turn you guys down a little bit. Move forward. Okay. So you need a long one for this. Hello. I'm not letting you out again. You need a long one, and you're going to roll yourself down and put your entire spine on top. Yeah, you have to move. You have to move, baby. Come and lie down over here. She's just not going to listen. She thinks it's playtime. So I have 2 fingers I'm going to put onto the ground. And then I'm going to lift my legs. Yeah, you have to move, baby. Move. Oh, okay then. This is the comedy hour here. She wants to go back outside, which works just fine for me. Because, and she doesn't get in our way. All right, so here we go. You're lying with your body nice and flat. Your core is nice and tight. You're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to exhale and give me a little cough. So you see, when you get that cough, you're going to hold what your core is doing. It automatically just braces itself. So you're going to take your entire hand. So this is for beginners. Hand can be out further. You're going to lift one leg, and then you can lift the other leg. And I want you to just hold this. And only if you can, and only if your core is super tight, this might be enough, then you can drop one leg, bent, and drop the other leg bent. This is level 1.5. So you're going to go for 20. Keep that core super tight. This does not hop up at all. You could put a tiny little, like one of those pickleballs or a tennis ball even on your tummy. It shouldn't move. Okay, so now I'm going to go the next level. You're going to take it to one finger and drop it down one leg at a time. Tabletop legs. You can feel your entire core working here. If this is too difficult, you can also use a half roller. I've got a full roller on the floor. It's really hard. Looks harder than it looks. Okay, so level 3, you're going to put your hand flat again, and you're going to come in a little bit. And then take your legs straight. And now, one leg at a time. And go to 20. If that's too easy for you, you now take one finger and you let it go. And breathe out. Super, super hard. It is a challenge. So I challenge you to give that one a try. Once you're completed that one, what you can do to rest is then you can take your arms open and wide. So if you sit at a desk all day, this is an amazing little exercise for your chest, just to open up. And then to take that further, you can put your feet together and drop your legs. So you're in a butterfly position with your legs. And if you have tight hip flexors, tight inner thighs, this is going to make it feel so much better. It's a really nice little stretch. So you can play with how you want your legs to be in a diamond shape or further up, whatever works for you. I myself can't hold that for very long because my hips start to feel like they're cramping up, but I can certainly hold this open for a long time. It's an amazing stretch and it's a great, great feeling. So let's go back and do another round, okay? So whatever level you're at, level 1, level 2, level 3, one leg at a time. You'll be amazed at how much you feel this. This is such a good core exercise. So I've given you at least 3 core exercises you can do with the foam roller that'll fire up your core. Try not to have your belly come up. Focus on belly button to spine. And we'll go one more. I can feel my hip clicking when I'm doing this exercise. So you do you. Now I'm going to take one leg to the ground and I'm going to open up this hip. I just feel the stretch. And then I'm going to take the other leg to the ground, foot to the ground, and open up that side of my hip. And then, come on up. And roll the glutes one more time. So you can see how that works. If you find that you're not getting enough here, you could put your foot up, flex it, always flex the foot when it's up, and roll. You're also getting a little bit of a stretch that way. And same with this one. Flex the foot when it's up. And there is one more little thing, and it's a biggie. Many, many times people say, oh, the foam roller is fantastic for rolling your ITB bands. It's a bit of a controversy. So some people believe that you can roll your ITB band. I, for instance, think you can possibly create more pain and damage. The ITB band is not meant to be rolled. I won't roll my ITB band. The quad, yes. So the quad, the quads, there's 4 muscles. So when you're on your quad, on the outside of your quad, it's very painful. As soon as you go to your ITB band, it really doesn't do much, the foam roller, and it could cause more harm than good. So that is my little lesson on the foam roller. You got some warm up, you got some stretching, you got some core, and you got some upper body strength out of it. So I hope you enjoyed that, and happy February. And it is heart month, so work your heart. A heart is a muscle. It needs to be worked just like every other part of your body, and also open your heart. So when you have your body lying fully with your spine on the back and you open your chest, you are opening your heart. And it's a great feeling to do that, especially for us that are at desks, or if you do a lot of strength training with your chest, not enough back, your chest, your muscles here are all shortening. You want to open them up. Okay, thanks again. And we'll see you next month. Bye for now.